Hey everybody, welcome back to the Honey and Absinthe After Hours podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Vincent.
I'm Janet, and this is a podcast about all things art, business, and whatever we feel like.
Now today we are going to have a debate about Instagram versus TikTok.
Ooh, the showdown where I lay down the law.
We hope you really enjoyed the last podcast where we talked about traditional art versus digital art, and we really enjoyed the format. So we're bringing it back again for this topic.
Mm-hmm.
But before we start, a few words about, I guess,
The
topic before we start, just so you know where our biases
Yeah,
biases
so if you haven't watched the previous podcast, we're testing out this new debate style format where one of us is going to take the side of one of the topics,
Mhm.
and then we will debate, and then afterwards we'll have a little conversation about how I guess we actually feel, or go into in depth about the topic.
Sure.
About our true feelings about TikTok and Instagram. Which one's better?
Well, first of all, who are you going to defend? Who are you fighting for?
So I guess I'm going to defend TikTok.
Uh-huh. And what is your sort of bias towards TikTok at this point?
Well, I guess you can say I prefer it over Instagram currently. But it's not that biased. I kind of don't have that big feelings. Big feelings? What am I saying?
Big feelings.
Strong feelings.
Strong feelings.
There you go. Strong feelings about either. And we'll get more into that later.
I have strong feelings. Towards
Okay.
Instagram because I started Instagram right before I graduated college. And I was tipped off by a friend. I think I mentioned in another podcast that he told me a couple years before that, hey man, you should post your art on Instagram. It's it's the new thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you're crazy, because Instagram's full of food pictures and nature stuff. But little did I know it would have a huge art community. So it was really fun, especially earlier Instagram, where everything was chronological. There weren't that many sponsorships and all the stuff that Instagram has now.
Mm-hmm.
So I am a little nostalgic toward. I miss the old Instagram logo.
And
I
chronological posting and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was basically a place where you posted food pictures for a really long time. I was super late to the game, but I guess we can get into that later.
Okay, shall we start?
Yeah. So
Now, let me explain how we're doing this in case you weren't there for the last episode. We're going to discuss this topic. We're going to have a timer right here. We each have 3 minutes to discuss a topic from this random topic pile. There are 5 topics. We have 3 minutes each to wax poetic about each topic, and then we give each other a turn, and then after that is a phase of rebuttals where we only have 1 minute to rebuttal the points. And if we feel like it's necessary, we can have a 30-second rebuttal at the very end there. So since it's just Janet and I, we're counting on you, good people, to let us know who won each round in the comments, because judging by how we did it before, it feels like my mind's going a million miles per hour. So I'm not even sure who's winning or who's losing. I'm just trying to make a good point.
Yeah.
So let us know. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready? First of all, do I have to explain? Do I have to explain how this works?
No, Vincent is holding up a coin to the camera because we're about to flip a coin to see who goes first.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads. Janet says heads. Tails, motherfucker. Look at that. Look at that.
I have been wrong so many times.
So many times. For someone who's so lucky.
I know.
You can't win a simple
in a row.
coin toss. Okay, so I guess I'm going to go first.
Okay.
You can pick out of the pile, and then I'd say I'll let you alternate turns with me.
Okay.
So after this round, you
I'll
can go first.
Okay.
Right.
We'll try to keep track.
Yep. So let's pick a topic. Janet's picking a card, and it says,
what can make you more money?
What can make you more money? Instagram or TikTok? Okay, so let's ready up the clock. I think Instagram can make you so much more money than a lot of social media apps because of the amazing features that it has. Since it's been around for, I want to say around 10 years. I might be wrong, but that's a pretty long time. Let's say it's 10 years. It's accumulated so many features. So many features that it's basically split into two apps now. You have Instagram and IGTV. With Instagram, you can, normally you can do the normal thing of just posting pictures, but now you can post a set of pictures, the carousels, which is great because, like, let's say you have a product. Let's say you sell pins or you sell custom-made handbags. You can make a carousel and show people how awesome your products are. And not just that, you can even take a video of, your studio, your factory, or how you make things. There's just so many features. Even the moment-to-moment stuff you could add into your stories. And then from those stories, you could turn into highlights. And then for IGTV, it's really, really exciting because it's kind of brand new and no one really knows how to use it yet. But as much as I can see, it's a really cool platform where, let's say you're a small art business and you sell, let's say, art apparel, custom-made apparel. You can have a little music video with a friend who makes music, and you can make like a little music video with your products and post it on IGTV. You can have models wear your products and have a little photo shoot. You can make so much content. You could even just simply make you packing orders for somebody. There's so much untapped potential and so many methods in which you can make money, show off your products, and show off your art and your talents to the entire world. It's fantastic. And not only that, the base is huge. Instagram's base is huge because it's been around for so long. People from all ages now, from like little kids have Instagrams and grandmas have Instagrams. Like everybody has an Instagram now. So, I mean, at this point, that's basically the people that you could have eyes on your product. So that's amazing. And I think I'm going to yield my time because this is so obvious. Instagram's like, I'm going to win this.
Okay. You sure about that?
I think so.
All right. Very confident there.
I'm always confident.
Okay, so my turn?
Okay, so your turn.
I'm doing TikTok makes more money. Okay.
Yes, you're fighting for TikTok.
Okay.
Are you ready? First word.
TikTok makes more money than Instagram because you have more reach on TikTok. On Instagram, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but you probably have seen that your posts have been getting half the engagement that it used to get. Instagram is nuking your posts. No one is seeing all these posts that you're posting on all these areas like stories, highlights, IGTV, video, all this stuff. No one's seeing it. But when you go to TikTok, you can post literally a few posts about the exact same things in video format and get so many more eyes, and more eyes equals potentially more money. So TikTok has far more reach, which means it has more opportunity for you to make money. Also, TikTok, a lot of people don't know this, actually has an in-app way to make money through live streams. There's these things that's very similar to Twitch, where if you go live, people have the option of donating to you these little points in the shape of icons, these really cute emoji things. And if you amass enough of them, that translates to actual real money. You can actually get TikTok to pay you to go live, essentially. And it's pretty easy to get a lot of influence on TikTok. You can start it yesterday and you can grow to become 100,000 million very easily. Compared to Instagram, it's very, very hard to grow if you're a new user on Instagram in 2020. good luck trying to get to 100K in like a month. That's impossible, but it's pretty possible on TikTok. And the more followers you get, the more influence you get, the more opportunities for brand deals. We all want brand deals because we want to be that sought after famous influencer on Instagram, but that's never going to happen because no one cares about you on Instagram when they have someone like Kylie Jenner to look at.
Oh, what?
But on TikTok, it's all about relatability. It's all about the average person. Anyone can become TikTok famous. So that equals more opportunities for brand deals, whereas you can be on Instagram for years and years and years and never get to the following that you need in order to make it worth it for a brand to hire you for a brand deal. Because influencers tend to be a little bit cheaper on TikTok, you can make more money because you charge them less. There you go. Okay. I panicked at the end there.
I saw. Everyone saw. Let's reset the time.
So 1 minute rebuttal.
1 minute rebuttal. Okay, because TikTok is pretty young, it has pretty nice reach because the algorithm's more forgiving. It's a newer app, so they want as much content flowing as possible, and getting a more lenient app for people to grow quicker is a really great way to incentivize people. But like all the stuff that you mentioned, a lot of that is still on Instagram, and like I said, Instagram has the bigger base of people. You can through sponsorships, sponsored posts, you can post to young people, old people, whoever. And a lot of what you're saying is exciting, that like there's new, like normal people can make neat stuff, and you can like hire them to be little mini influencers, but the biggest influencers are on Instagram. Period. And I yield my time.
Okay.
I yield my last 2 seconds.
Yeah. So do I get a 1 minute rebuttal?
Yes.
Okay.
First word.
How often do you get your money back from hiring these big influencers? Most likely never, because that's not how macro influencers work. Hiring these big influencers, a lot of times their followers are fake. I'm calling you out. You bought them. And then, oh man, my brain broke.
35 seconds.
Oh god, okay. TikTok can make more money because even though you're competing with these big name celebrities, you can hire like 100 smaller name influencers and get your money back and get your name out there very, very cheaply, and which means more opportunity to make more money compared to hiring just one influencer, maybe only with 100K or if that, and they're going to be super expensive and you're never going to make your money back because their reach also has been cut in half.
Time. You really saved it at the end there.
I know.
Good job.
I was like, oh
Good
god,
job.
okay, just keep talking and you'll find something. Okay.
Leap before you look. Nice. Hey, I don't know who won that, so let us know in the comments who won round one. So since I flipped the coin and I went first, you should go first this time.
Okay, so I will have you choose.
Okay.
I will
choose and I will read it out loud. I will choose this. Which app is more fun?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I start first. Okay.
I think so.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
Okay. First word.
TikTok is more fun because it's newer. And if you all remember the early days of YouTube, the early days of Tumblr, even the early days of Facebook, how ridiculously fun it was because no one knew what the heck they were doing. On Facebook, people were poking each other, playing Farmville. No one treated it like the app it is today. On YouTube, you were getting memes and cat videos and things like the peanut butter baby. And so it was so fun compared to like when your when your parents and when your bosses and when all these serious marketers try to get into your app, you get a little scared to post how you actually feel, which waters down the content. On TikTok, you find a lot of relatable content, you find a lot of funny content, you find a lot of really talented people. It's so fascinating to watch. It's just so interesting. There's so many times I've opened up my phone, accidentally tapped TikTok, and then an entire hour went by and I have no idea what happened. What dimension did I go in? It was a very strange TikTok dimension because you don't know what's going to show up. TikTok's algorithm just will randomly show you something that has millions of views and you have no idea why, and it's like a cat doing a little dance. And you're here.
It has post-it notes stuck to its paws.
And it's so fun. This is the content you are here for. This is the content that makes your life happy. This is the content that distracts you for hours on end. And then you end up going to the fridge, trying to find food because you're hungry. Suddenly, a TikTok song pops into your head, and then you go, pew, pew, pew. It's so fun.
One more minute.
I have to use all my time. I have to.
It's a chopper.
So it's what's more fun than watching people who are relatable, people who are just like you, people who are not celebrities. They're just random, everyday people stumbling, happening, experiencing strange incidents in their lives that just happen to be caught on camera because they were recording a TikTok video and then someone decided to prank them or pop in on their TikTok video because they secretly know the TikTok dance and they want to like surprise you. It's so interesting. You never know what you're gonna get. The randomness is what makes TikTok so fun.
15 seconds.
Meanwhile, Instagram is so boring. It's the same thing over and over and over again. It bores me to tears because I don't want to see Kylie Jenner and her fit teas. I don't want to know about how her diarrhea.
What? Her diarrhea?
That's what fit tea does. It makes you diarrhea. That went off the rails so fast.
Oh my god. Okay. I do concede that it's pretty neat that normal people are having so much fun, like dancing in like what you said, like somebody does a TikTok video in the mall and someone pops out and like, look, you have like a mini little flash mob like dancing around. And like it's pretty cool. I'm scrolling through TikTok and I see you with your little mini flash mob. That's really funny. So it's really interesting. Like it is really fun watching normal people do funny, quirky things. But do you know what's more fun than that? Watching celebrities doing fun, quirky things. It's pretty cool. Your flash mob is pretty cool. But do you know what's cooler? The Rock doing his bicep curls. During his bicep curls, going, focus.
Did he do that?
He does do that.
Oh my god.
And then, you know what's even cooler than that? You get to see what The Rock does in his life. You get to see what time he wakes up. And, like, he takes a picture of a beautiful balcony, and then you could see, like, there's Bahamas, and then, like, some beautiful coconut trees and stuff. And then you see what he has for breakfast, like beautiful avocado toast with, like, a light little bit of, like, salt and pepper. And then like, he does his workout routine, and then, like, in the evenings, he's, like, partying with, like, so many awesome, crazy people, and it makes you go, fuck, my life is so whack. Like, why can't I just be The Rock? Isn't that, like, fun? Isn't that cool when you're like looking at, like, Kylie Jenner's life. You look at her makeup and you're like, dang, those eyebrows are on fleek. And then you look in the mirror and it's just like, it's like the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter. And then, so Instagram's so much fun because Hollywood celebrities are on it, and you get to see how relatable. Like, oh man, The Rock eats food too. I eat food. Like, we have so much in common. That's basically like the joy of like Instagram. You get to see like larger than life people do very like normal things. And like, it's pretty cool that in TikTok you get to like see normal people do fun stuff. But then it's like, celebrities, they have the life that you want to aspire to, right? Don't you want a Ferrari, Bugatti? Don't you want that? Instagram's so fun.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. I don't need it. I yield my time. It's just so fun.
Okay. Rebuttal time. Let me think.
I think I won.
No way. So we all acknowledge, right, that Instagram influencers are all fake. That their lives are fake and everything is fake. It's just flex culture.
Okay.
It's just showing you things that you can never have, you can never afford, nor do you even really want. You never really thought you would want it until that very moment, and you go, wow, that makes me really upset that there's that much excess in the world.
30 seconds.
Meanwhile, on TikTok, you are basically with your brethren. You're with your people, just like you, doing really strange, silly things, being really funny and relatable. And I argue that's more interesting than flex culture, being able to relate to someone and potentially actually make friends with them. You're never going to make friends with a celebrity. I yield my 1 second.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. There are a lot of people who do participate in that flex culture. And I know you have, like, the whole charm of TikTok is the fact that a normal person, a normal girl can, like, just post TikTok videos and one day be Charli D'Amelio. That's, like, the whole allure of TikTok, that, like, anybody could be famous. But but the famous people are on TikTok, are on Instagram, though. They're on Instagram, though. They're not making TikToks, especially right now. Like everyone's making content on Instagram because it is the oldest. It's been around for the longest time, and especially in the art community, Instagram just works. It just works well, and it's fun to just like make a sketch and then like take a picture of it and then put it up on Instagram. It's just so immediate. It's useful. It's familiar. It's instant. It's a lot of fun because Hollywood and great art. Yeah. Let's go.
So that is round 2, I think. Yeah, round 2.
Round 2. Okay.
Let us know who you think won.
Okay.
Okay, so I went first.
Okay.
So now it's
so
your
I'm
turn.
gonna go first.
Oh,
so
I won't.
So, you pick one and then read it out loud.
Oh, for you.
Yes.
What has better content?
What has better content? Okay. I think Instagram has better content because it's been around for the longest time. And because of that, it has so many ways you can make content. You can basically tell your whole audience what you're doing an entire day through Instagram stories. And Instagram stories are really neat because you get to create sort of in real time during a day, a little mini story, little narrative thing of like, oh yeah, I went to get coffee and then I read a book and then I'm doing work and I'm home now. It's really neat. So Instagram stories is really lovely content to look at because you can be privy into somebody's life, like just it's a window into somebody's life. And Instagram, the traditional Instagram feed, especially with photos, it's really neat to see sort of a glimpse of a little snapshot of a person's life, whether it be like somebody like The Rock and what he's up to during the day, or what an artist just drew in a cafe in his or her lunch break or something. And I think it's really important that you have a base that's been around there for a very, very long time. And not only that, Instagram's base is growing crazy rapidly. Like you're getting like people like our parents finally understanding how to like use Instagram and how to post and tag their friends and then nag us over DMs or something. It's just it has really neat content, and it's been around for a while. And there's a whole wealth of people there because it's been around for a while. There's musicians, there's dancers, there's artists, there's celebrities, there's cooks. Like there's so many different kinds of people making really neat things. And what Instagram allows you to do is to look into their lives. That you get to see what a chef is doing and cooking in the moment. What he's doing with like during the day, he can post it on his feed or Instagram stories, or better yet, IGTV, where it seems as though the most, I guess, activity is happening because it seems as though Instagram really wants you to start using IGTV seriously. And IGTV has so much potential, and so much potential for really neat content, because it could be the next YouTube. It could be the next YouTube in your pocket. It's really neat, especially to watch the art content, even the comedy content on IGTV, because it just feels like when you're swiping right, it feels like you're just, scrolling through channels on your TV. And the best part is that like normal people as well as celebrities and everybody's just making really neat content. So Instagram just has the best content because it's been around for a while, and there's a lot of ways that you can make some really neat content. I yield my last second. Whoo!
Okay. Time to rebuttal. Time to do my argument. Okay.
Yes. First word.
TikTok has better content simply because it's really new. You have no idea what to expect. You can get comedy content, you can get meme content, you can get dance content, you can get art, you can get music. There's so much randomness, and that's why it's better, because it's more interesting. On Instagram, because it's been alive, going for so long, and it's an older app, all the content's the same. All the content is exactly the same because people are incestuous, and they copy and steal from each other. And everyone knows exactly how to manipulate the algorithm in exactly the right way. So everyone just posts the same content. So it gets really boring. I can almost predict what's going to show up on my feed, because Instagram, once they know what you want, they will just keep showing you the same thing over and over and over and over again. How boring! How is that good content? It's just the same content. They all just look the same. And when I'm scrolling on Instagram, all I see are ads half the time. Like 50% of the time. I don't want to see ads. How is that good content? I don't want to be sold to. And when I'm just trying to surf the internet, browse social media, see what my friends are up to, see what other artists in my field are up to, I don't want to see ads. On TikTok, you hardly get any ads. You just get good content that is decidedly, like, the community decide this is good. How much of a meritocracy can you get? And that's how you know the content is good. When the public votes, essentially, on the content that they like the most, and that's why you're seeing it on your For You page. Also, Instagram, it's called Instagram, and the logo is taken from the Polaroid. So what was Instagram known for? Photos. What's more engaging than photos? Video. No one goes on IGTV. No one sees your Instagram videos. Hardly anyone sees your stories. But you can post a few videos on TikTok, and magically it will go viral, and everyone will see.
Oh my gosh.
And it's more entertaining. There's more. Everything is planned on Instagram. Everyone plans their stuff. It's no longer instant. It's more like latergram. And TikTok is has more interesting content because it's more instant. People post the strangest things on TikTok. Oh, okay. I guess my time is up.
You screwed up. You screwed up the round, Mom Cat.
Mom Cat, how dare you? Okay.
Okay. 1 minute rebuttal. Starting. Okay, it's really cool that you get to do all that neat stuff with TikTok. You get to like have all that really neat community building stuff that you were talking about. But like Instagram is like the granddaddy of that stuff. It's been doing that for a very, very long time. And with Instagram, you can get apps that help you out a lot. Like I know that you said that like shit. I know that you said I know that you said that like people are posting stuff later, but like isn't it neat that you could schedule your post and take a picture instantly and then post it on Instagram? Isn't that awesome? Like cuz I do that. We do that.
TikTok can too. 50 seconds.
And The Rock is on it. and Hollywood.
Oh my god, I can't believe you just said Hollywood in your last second.
I totally forgot what the hell you were arguing about.
Because Mom Cat was so distracting. I mean, should I rebuttal that?
30 seconds?
Okay, 30-second rebuttal.
Okay.
Okay.
First word.
No one cares about celebrity content. They're so unattainable, so unrelatable, and we know they're all fake. So how is that interesting content? They're all just trying to sell you stuff. You're basically just following celebrities because you're basically following ads. Meanwhile, on TikTok, you get shown Japanese people doing a funny dance. How much more interesting content? Oh, okay, time. Oh, wait.
Japanese people doing a dance might be very, very fun to watch, but watching The Rock work on his biceps is so much more fun. Watching Kim Kardashian do whatever Kim Kardashian does is really, really fun too. I think it's really neat that the most famous people are on Instagram, but also like really, really talented people, normal people too. Sure, there are a lot of normal people on TikTok, but there's also normal people on Instagram and Hollywood people too.
Okay. So tell us who you think won. Okay.
Okay. Round 4. Are you ready, Janet?
Yeah, so I'm going first this time.
I think so.
Okay. So you pick.
I will pick this one, and it says, which is better for building your personal brand?
Okay. TikTok is... Oh, you should...
Oh, right. Sorry. First word?
Mm-hmm. TikTok is better for building your personal brand because you have so much reach. On Instagram, you're so busy trying to curate your page and trying to make everything look nice, even though no one cares about your profile page. And you're trying to post on so many different avenues. You're trying to post on stories, you're trying to post videos, you're trying to post IGTVs, you're trying to post photos, but no one sees it. So good luck building your personal brand on an app where no one cares about you, where no one sees your post, where I've found that people that I follow, I don't even see their posts, whether they're my friends or whether they're people I just really want to see their posts. I have to physically remember their names, go to their profile page just to check up on what they're doing because Instagram isn't showing it to me anymore because of the strange algorithm. On TikTok, you can just post and post and post and post, and you'll suddenly accidentally get a viral post, and just like that, you built your personal brand. You also aren't beholden to a really beautiful profile page. No one cares about your profile on TikTok. All they care about is you the person, you the content creator, you the person behind this and what you are all about. And if you aren't engaging, they're not going to care about you. But that's all they care about. They don't care about your beautiful profile page, and in a lot of ways, they don't even care about your follower count. They just care if you have good content. So what better, more equal playing ground can you get in 2020 when on Instagram it's so hard and people don't care about you? How often do you follow someone because you like their page and then you never see them ever again? And TikTok is free in order to get the kind of engagement that you are getting. On Instagram, you're most likely going to be very, very tempted to pay for ads. And that sucks. That sucks that on TikTok, you can just post a video and it gets like 1,000 views. It gets 10,000 views. Whatever. It's just luck of the draw in a lot of ways. On Instagram, you're probably going to get less than 1,000 views, especially if you started just like today. And most likely, it's going to be a lot of spam.
30 seconds.
Man, I forgot just now. On Instagram, in order to get the same amount of reach, the same amount of views, even like 10,000, 50,000, you have to pay Instagram quite a lot of money because it's acting just like Facebook, and all the old people are on it, and I yield my time.
Okay. The only reason why TikTok is like that is the only reason why the algorithm is more forgiving is because it's a younger app. It hasn't been around for a long time. It was Musical.ly and now it's TikTok. And a lot of people are jumping on it, but not everyone. Even though it's gaining traction now, doesn't mean that you have the same amount of reach that you do with Instagram. Because Instagram has been around longer, and TikTok, there's still a lot of people who still have that. TikTok still has that stigma of like it's for kids. It's a kids app, and there's a lot of people a lot of reach that you could have. That you can't have on TikTok, but you do have on Instagram because basically everybody's on it. It's the new Facebook. It's the Facebook for your phone, and it's really, really exciting. And what was the topic again?
Personal brand.
Oh yeah, and it's really great. And it's really helpful to build your personal brand because of all the amazing features that's on the app. I keep harping on the amazing features because there's so many ways you can build your personal brand through the apps. You can moment to moment tell your audience what you're doing through your stories. You can highlight the best moments of your day through Instagram video or IGTV or even just a simple photograph post on your feed. And if you post consistently, you will gain traction. It's getting tougher and tougher because there are a lot of people on Instagram, so the algorithm has to get a little bit more tough. And sure, TikTok might have a more forgiving algorithm, but you can't deny that it's getting harder and harder and harder to get reach on TikTok simply because of the amount of people who just jumped on this thing because of quarantine. Even there has been a huge uptick of people on TikTok. So like things will eventually even out, at least. I assume sometime really soon. So this discussion of which one's easier, quicker to like get a massive following in, like it will become irrelevant really soon because both apps are becoming very, 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 very popular. And like I said before, there are a lot of people on Instagram, so that's also a great way to build your personal brand. You can collaborate, you can DM people who share your same sort of aesthetic or your same values, and you can collaborate on a thing. Because there are so many people on Instagram, you can just literally search for the best person you want to collaborate with and make some really cool stuff.
Good job.
Thank you. That was so tough. Oh my goodness. Okay.
1 minute rebuttal.
1 minute rebuttal. Here we go.
A follower is a follower is a follower. And it doesn't matter that more important people or more older people are on Instagram, because it doesn't matter. A follower is a follower is a follower. It's just a number at the end of the day. And So what do you care more about? The old people who are following you on Instagram, or the thousands more people who are following you on TikTok? Oh God, I feel like I dug myself into a hole.
Yeah.
Just because TikTok is, you're getting less engagement suddenly, still more engagement than Instagram. And until it equalizes, TikTok is a better place to increase your personal brand because, or to build your personal brand because you get more reach, period. End of story. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, sure, but like you said before, you could pay for sponsored posts that do have incredible reach that is very proportional to the kind of reach that you could get on TikTok. It's still, everything's up to chance, but for Instagram, sure, you have to pay a little bit. It's not that bad. What is it? It's just like, I think it's just like $30 a week for a post. That's not so bad to get like your, and if you really use it strategically, if you really have a post that's a winning post, like it does give you the 95%, like, oh, this has a huge spike in activity, and if you post it and if you make a sponsored thing, you could really get a lot of eyes on your stuff. So that's a really, really great way to build a personal brand. You gotta spend money to make money, man. You can't always just, Hollywood.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, that was round 4.
Round 4. So let us know in the comments who won that round. Last question.
And you start first this time, right?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess so. So I'll just read it out loud.
Okay.
Wow, serendipitous. This is the last one. Which one has a brighter future? Okay. Give me 1 second to gather my thoughts. Which one has a brighter future? Okay. TikTok. Sorry. Instagram. Instagram has a brighter future because it's now owned by Facebook. And because it's owned by Facebook, it cannot die because because it's owned by Facebook. Because Facebook isn't dead. So Instagram has been around for a long time, but it still has a long way to go because it's partnered with Facebook. There's longevity there, and there's opportunity for more features, more ways to interact with other users. For example, IGTV. Even though people are figuring out how to use IGTV, it's really, really exciting. It does feel like a mini kind of like online mini bite-sized cable television where you're just scrolling through stuff. And like, let's say you're an artist and you make drawing content. Well, why don't you make really simple content that you would normally see on YouTube, like a draw with me video, and you could like make that on your phone, post it together in just like a simple video editing software on your phone, and post it on IGTV. And because IGTV is really, really Instagram's propping it up, you do get an algorithm boost. We did notice there's an algorithm boost for IGTV posts. So if you make some really good IGTV posts, you can tell Instagram that like, this is what we want. We want Instagram to become the next YouTube, and like, that's pretty neat that an app that started off from just taking pictures of food evolved into basically what can become a pocket-sized YouTube. And that's just a future that I'm guessing might happen. There's so many things that could happen to Instagram, so many things that I can't even imagine. Maybe they make some major strides with how they do streaming. Maybe they make streaming more accessible, more express for people to just like whip out their phone and start streaming and then have their audience come together. There's just so many ways that Instagram could evolve and turn it into something really neat. Instagram started off as a food, as an instant photo app, but it's not gonna stop there. Like there's so much more that it can become, and I yield my time because I think I pulled it together there. I hope. Man, this debate stuff.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Okay.
It's making me sweat.
My turn.
Okay. First word.
TikTok has a better future because it's simply younger. It was Musical.ly, and it was able to successfully shift to become TikTok so that it's not just a lip sync app anymore. It's an app for everyone. And you have no idea where it's going to be in the future because it's so young. And the audience, the community on TikTok, the users, they're so willing to adopt any kind of new thing on TikTok. The potential is it can literally be anything in a few years, if that, in a few months. They're constantly updating the app, and it's constantly evolving. And the demographic is changing as it ages. So more and more people are coming onto the app and adding their own little spin on things, whether it's celebrities, whether it's older people, whether it's just people from different countries adopting TikTok. It's just, the potential is limitless versus wait, no, I have 3 minutes.
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. Instagram, it's just stealing content from other apps. It's like it took stories from Snapchat, and now it's trying to add music like TikTok, and with this IGTV thing, it's just trying to be like YouTube. And people don't want to adopt IGTV. People don't, like, every time there's something new, everyone's very, like, cynical about it. People aren't really adopting things. So I would say it's kind of on its way out. Is it alive and well, or is it on life support? I think it's on life support, because just because it exists doesn't mean it has a great future. Facebook exists. MySpace exists. Who's still on MySpace? Does anyone even talk about MySpace anymore? Does anyone even really talk about Facebook anymore? Anyone who's anyone is not really using Facebook anymore, except for your mom and dad and maybe grandparents. So Instagram is not cool anymore. All the kids are on TikTok. So what are you still doing on Instagram? That is a sign to me that Instagram is on its way out, on its way to, what's the word? Irrelevance. Meanwhile, TikTok is growing. TikTok has overtook all the other social media apps. And the last one, and it's hot on its tail, is Instagram. So, and TikTok is so much younger. How can you say a younger app is not going to have a brighter future than such an old app like Instagram?
Oh my.
I yield my time.
Janet laying down the law. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, do you know what app also had content very similar to TikTok? Vine. And you know what happened to Vine? It disappeared. There's no saying that that TikTok won't disappear anytime soon. It could be in 3 months. TikTok could be completely gone, because Instagram's owned by like Facebook. That's not going anywhere, at least anytime soon. But something could happen with the app. Maybe the company that runs TikTok, and it could just disappear, just like just like Vine. So it's unreliable. It's like, even though if TikTok ran smoothly for forever, the future of TikTok is unclear, because it could just disappear at any moment. And because it's gaining traction doesn't mean it's going to be it has any longevity. But what if it's just a fad? You've seen so many apps come and go.
Time. That's a good point.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
I dug deep into my brain. First word.
TikTok is not Vine, because TikTok has already outlasted Vine. And Vine, I don't think Vine was able to get to the popularity and the amount of user base that TikTok currently has now. And TikTok doesn't have that kind of unstable funding that Vine has. TikTok has actual ways to make money through advertisers, brand deals, and live streams. So I would argue that because TikTok has some way to fund itself, some way to make money, it's not going to go the way of the dodo like Vine did. TikTok also has proven that slowly but surely, especially right now, that it's going to last because more celebrities are getting on it, more older people, more marketers, more people are getting on it. And the more people that are on it and the more notable people that are on it means that it's going to survive for the long haul.
Time. Nice. Very nice. Man, strong arguments at the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah. High five.
We did it.
We did it.
I think we're getting better at this.
Yeah, it's really fun. Let us know in the comments who won, but I'm just having fun discussing the topic.
Yeah.
So now that the debate is over, let us know who won in the comments. And now a word from our sponsor. Hey everybody, I'm really pleased to announce that we have a brand new sponsor, New Masters Academy. One of the reasons why I love New Masters Academy is that a lot of our teachers, it's even founded by people who went to our alma mater. Mm-hmm. So instead of paying an arm and a leg, you could just pay a subscription fee and get taught by some of the best teachers who can ever teach you anything about art. One of my favorite teachers there is Bill Perkins, and back at school, I took his composition cinematography for animation class, and it was fantastic. So I highly, highly recommend New Masters Academy. We have a link down below in the description.
Where you get a 7-day free trial.
A 7-day free trial. So if you want to, try out the program, go give it a shot.
I am really excited to talk about this new audiobook that I'm listening to. It's called The Power of Habit. And I know it sounds kind of like a self-help book, but it's totally not. It's actually kind of a scientific approach to habits and how it relates to marketing, business, organizations, and that kind of thing. To me, it's actually more of a business marketing book than it is a self-help book to teach you about how to instill good habits in yourself, which is what I thought it was going to be. And I was pleasantly surprised because it's very fascinating and it explains a lot of people's behavior, because we think we are not creatures of habit. We think we're better than that. We're more conscious of our actions, but we really aren't. So if you want to listen to The Power of Habit, I've been listening to it on Audible.com and on the Audible app, and we are affiliates for Audible. So if you want to get your own free Audible trial, go to audibletrial.com/The Honey and Absinthe podcast, where you will get 1 free Audible credit for an audiobook and 2 free Audible original credits. So 3 audiobooks in total, completely for free on us if you've never signed up for Audible before. And it helps us out, no cost to you, unless you decide you want to sign up and pay for the monthly subscription. So again, audibletrial.com/The Honey and Absinthe podcast.
Check it out.
So now let's reveal our innermost thoughts about both apps and what we really feel about them. Our, I guess, backstory. You kind of told your backstory with Instagram at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you want to talk about how you first got into Instagram? Well, yeah, let's talk about Instagram and then let's talk about TikTok after.
Okay. So Instagram. I guess my true feelings about both are that I don't really care one or the other. I don't know if you guys could tell, but like a lot of the arguments that we came up with are just arguments to win. Not because we actually feel that way. But so I first discovered Instagram pretty late. I've never been someone who is interested in social media. I'm very I don't really understand the point of social media, or I didn't for a really, really long time. And you actually had to convince me to take Instagram social media, like at the time Tumblr and other things, seriously because I really had absolutely no interest to be famous, because that's what I thought social media was for people who wanted to be famous or whatever. I was really focused on just getting better as an artist in college, which is when Instagram really popped off. So I think I started an Instagram account because I thought it was similar to Facebook, where everyone has one, and everyone just posts their like hiking photos or their food pictures on Insta. I thought it was a way to like connect with your friends, because my friends were getting on it and outside of art, so I didn't really correlate it to art or photography, which was what it was marketed for, ironically. I got on it, and you can probably find it now on my personal Instagram. My first Insta photo, whatever, is a black and white photo of me eating pizza. And that's what I thought it was for like years. Like while everyone was like getting so much clout and getting famous and all this stuff on Instagram, I was just studying. And even after I started posting my art and kind of sort of posting regularly on Instagram, I had no idea how to use it at the time. It wasn't until recently where I did so much research on how to really take advantage of the algorithm and all that stuff, to learn how to really use these social media platforms. But back then, I didn't even know how to use the hashtags. I didn't know what they were. I think my first few photos, they didn't have any hashtags. I probably need to go back and check. But my next few photos had like one or two, and it would be like hashtag food. Like
the first thing that pops into your head.
Yeah, like the most generic hashtag ever. And I didn't learn like how to use Instagram even remotely until like I asked my friend at the time, a fellow art student who was really trying to hustle Instagram, how to use it. I was like, how the heck do you have, I think she had like 2,000 followers. I was like, wow, you have 2,000 followers? How the heck did you do that? And then she was like, oh, it's all about hashtags. And I was like, oh, so that's what those doohickeys are for. Man, I sound like an old person. But, yeah, that's how, and even then, like, again, it took you years later to explain to me why Instagram is important for getting hired and building a business and all the, like, rational, reasonable things to do it. Because I always thought it was just, people just are posting pictures of themselves because they're beautiful. I don't know what Instagram is for. And then, so that was my first impression of Instagram. And then when we first started taking Instagram seriously, I managed on my personal Instagram to eventually grow to like 1,000 followers, which took a lot of effort. And for the most part, I was just trying to get better at my craft and not really to get... Instagram has never been about getting fame or whatever for me. So, and then we shifted completely to Honey and Absinthe, where we started from scratch. We started from zero. And
it was 2017.
Yeah, and I really, I watched so many videos on how to use Instagram, how the algorithm works, how the app works, and all the features and everything. And it was pretty much like I was starting from square one, because I never did my homework for that kind of thing, which means that with any app you can learn. Yeah. I went from being completely ignorant to how Instagram works to now I feel like I could coach someone on how to make a successful Instagram account. So that's how I got into Instagram.
Yeah.
What about you?
So I think I briefly mentioned in a podcast right before I graduated, I took a little bit of a break. They call it a term off, where I basically treated it like a job to go to a cafe, the Starbucks near me in Larchmont in Los Angeles, and sketch people every single day. And it was at that time where I really started to use Instagram super, super seriously. And I'd say that was about 2011. So at the start of the last decade, wow, that's how old Instagram's so old. At the start of the last decade, I started cafe sketching and taking a picture. So my very first post, I think one of them is either a sketch or a painting, a gouache painting of my guinea pig who grew really, really big to terrorize a town, like a big Godzilla-like guinea pig painting drawing. I don't remember which. But it was really fun and exciting to like sit down and sketch and have a good time and then take pictures and have people enjoy what I do. And I thought it was really neat that like I could take a picture and people would be like, oh, I like this. Oh, this is really neat. Oh, this is really cute. And Instagram back then in those days was so innocent. It was such a small little rinky-dink app. I remember that it was like it basically was Twitter but more photo focused. So it was basic descriptions with basic pictures. They didn't even, I don't think they even added video until a certain point after that period. But I was there to watch Instagram add videos and then add stories and then add expand the description, because I remember the description thing I don't think it was I think the character count used to be much lower, I think. But I watched the app grow and sort of turn into the thing it was now. And it sucked when Instagram basically took away the continuity for posts and just made it algorithm based. So to me, that's when Instagram jumped the ship, and everything after that wasn't as fun anymore. Engagement started to suffer, and all that stuff. And like with every app that reaches a threshold, there's like a lot of people on the app, so it's really tough to get your stuff out there. But that's not the worst part. I mean, like the worst part is like it used to be so simple and it used to be so intuitive, and now there's just so much stuff and so many videos, and like the whole incentive of you needing really to post every day. Like it's impossible to amass a huge following without posting frequently. Once, 2 times, 3 times, sometimes 6 times a day. It's a lot, and it like there must be a breaking point there, like at a certain point, because it seems as though the only incentive these days is to post more, post more, post more, and not only post 3 times, post 9 pieces of content in a carousel. like you just post more and more and more, and it's like, no. Before, it was just me sitting down showing you guys what I was drawing in a cafe, and now it's a business. Now it's you have to oil the machine and make sure there's a post every day with the hashtag so your post can be seen. And then
it's so much less fun, or at least freeing.
Yeah, and the worst part is like our bosses, our employers are there, so we can't be ourselves. We can't be free. We can't do all the fun stuff that we do on TikTok, make little fun dances and all that stuff, and just really let loose, because everyone's really self-conscious how they're going to be seen compared to each other, compared to other people, other employees or their superiors or whatever it is. People are just a little bit more self-conscious on Instagram, but I do feel very nostalgic, and I look with very rosy lenses, the old days of Instagram. I miss those days.
Yeah, because Instagram and TikTok, they're both just tools. They're both just apps. They're, even if it's harder to post on, to get engagement on Instagram, it's still engagement, and there's still so many people on the app that you can't really discount it. You can't just be like, oh, TikTok is the new app and everyone's on it now and everyone is more engaged on it. Doesn't mean Instagram is like down for the count. because I feel like there's a certain amount of authority that Instagram still has over TikTok. So most people DM us on Instagram, and I feel like a lot of our sales come from Instagram. Once we a lot of times we'll get the TikTok users and they'll go find us on Instagram when they feel more comfortable to DM us or comment or whatever, because it feels more sadly professional in a way. But TikTok's going that route very, very soon anyways. So and I guess, what was it like when you first discovered TikTok?
I had no, because we're old people at heart. We don't pay too much attention to the apps. So when we got laser focused on doing the Honey and Absinthe Instagram page, I was laser focused on growing that thing, and I didn't want to have any distractions. But when we lived in a smaller apartment, you came to me one day and told me, "Oh, Gary V keeps talking about this app, TikTok, and we need to get on it because it's the new thing." And the only thing I knew, the only thing that most people who don't really pay attention to this stuff think at first is, "Oh, TikTok, isn't that the app that kids really like for some reason?" That's where my mind went. It's it's that app that kids really like for some reason. And I wasn't against it because, like I said in a podcast before, a friend told me that I should post stuff on Instagram, and I told him that you're crazy because I thought Instagram, I had a preconceived notion of Instagram being just a food app or just a nature photography app. But for this instance, I was very adamant that maybe not in the moment because I'm so busy with whatever it was I was busy with. I was adamant that when the time came, we really, really need to take a look at this because I do remember I want to experience that feeling of what it was like to post on Instagram for the very first time. Yeah. It's really exciting. So fast forward a year or so, a year and a half or so later, we moved into this bigger place, and you finally told me again, oh, we need it. It was October of last year, October 2019, when we were posting like crazy for October. You were posting on YouTube and Instagram, so much stuff, and you told me oh, we should try posting on TikTok. At least we should try to take a look at it. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And we downloaded the app, and then we saw the content, and we kept scrolling. We were so confused. I remember swiping left or right because I was pretty used to doing that, but I didn't know it was like an up and down kind of thing. So I figured it out, and I was like, oh, this is weird. Mostly it was kids at the time, but it's just a bunch of random stuff. And a lot of really funny comedic stuff, really stupid stuff like somebody trying to throw golf balls into a cup from the top of the stairs to the bottom, and then he finally does it, or some crazy thing like that, or some comedian telling funny jokes on TikTok. It was really fun and exciting. So at first you started to post just for fun, just to see content recycled from YouTube, but that wasn't that good. So we paid very, very close attention to what was being posted. We checked what all the artists were doing on the app, and we immediately saw that oh, there's a certain type of video that we can make here, that we can take advantage of with this app. And it's basically what I've been doing at Cafe Sketches all the time, which is when the Instagram video feature came out, and it was it's really neat. You hold the red button, and then you make a video, and you let go, and then you can basically cut to something else and hold the red button and then make a video. So what I would do is basically make process sketches of what I'm sketching at a coffee shop. So I'd show the lay-in, and then an ink phase, maybe add some color. And then when I saw that that's basically a way to use TikTok, I was like, oh, I've made content like this before. And basically when we were doing Inktober, we basically, we took full advantage of it. We basically ran with it. It was awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I had kind of heard through Gary Vee what TikTok was, and at first I was a little skeptical because hearing that it comes from Musical.ly, I was like, okay, it's just another social media app, maybe with some video, but like I don't know how I would take advantage of it because it's lip sync, and like how is an artist or anyone other than like a good looking 14-year-old even supposed to do anything at the time. A lot of the famous Musical.ly people were like 14, 15. I didn't know, like, I was like, oh, that's not for me. But I kept hearing Gary Vee talk about it, and I was like, okay. He keeps peddling this shit. I should at least download the app and look at it. So I remember telling you, and I think we were really busy at the time, so we didn't. Yeah. But eventually...
We were too busy building the
Honey and Absinthe, yeah, and working full time. And then Inktober comes around, and because I was planning on doing YouTube, I wanted to test my limits because I'm a crazy person. I was like, I'm not just going to do Inktober like everyone else. I'm not just going to do an ink drawing for 31 days. I'm going to do an ink drawing. I'm going to film myself do the ink drawing, and then we're going to sit down and review the Inktober's. You can check this out on our YouTube channel, by the way. We're going to do like a talk over, but like on camera, very like Twitch style, I guess you would call it. And we talk about our Inktober's and our process and everything. So we were already posting a lot of video content on YouTube, and so I was like, let's try out this TikTok thing. And we open the app. We have no idea how to use it. We just know that it's for video content. So we're like, okay, no one is on this app. No one follows us. So we can fail royally, and no one will see. So fun. Yeah. So we posted one of our Inktober videos as our very first TikTok video, and it did kind of fail royally. But we were like, wait a second. This got more views than posting on YouTube or posting like clips of it on Instagram, yeah. And it's views that we don't really deserve because it was a horizontal video instead of a vertical video. It was, I mean, all our Inktober videos, I wouldn't say they're bad, but I was a beginner at making content on YouTube. I didn't know what I was doing, and I was dead tired. The fact that we got the amount of views that we got at the time, we were like, okay, I'm a believer now with Gary Vee.
Yeah, so I think on average at that time we'd have like 700 views for a video, and I think that first video immediately got 2,000.
Yeah, something like that, and we're like, what?
What?
Excuse me, I was expecting 0. So that kind of was a rude awakening to like, oh, this is the next thing. Regardless of whether it survives or not, whether it's like Vine or not or whatever, it doesn't really matter because we were growing. So in a matter of a few weeks, we were filming TikToks because we quickly learned the film language of TikTok and how to tell a story. And partly because I'm a storyboard artist and you have made short films before, so we knew how to do transitions. We knew how to do a lot of this stuff, and the editing in app for you was similar to Instagram, so you've done it before. So when we learned it like that, so as we were recording our Inktober's every day anyways, might as well whip out our phone, and like it takes so little effort to actually record a TikTok video. Yeah. So we realized like, oh, it fits with everything else we're doing, and it doesn't require that much time. So we hopped on it, and we grew very, very, very fast. Like 20K in like the first week or so. So what do you actually think about the question, which is better?
I don't know. I like you said, it seems to be a personal preference type of thing, but for me, I'm focused on where the popular culture is at, and it just seems like everything is shifting towards TikTok now because I remember the time where our parents started, or at least my parents started to join Facebook. So we're at that point. We have passed the precipice of like Instagram being like a youth app, and it's now a very adult app. And there is nothing to kids that is lamer than an adult. Like nothing. Than your parents. So people on Instagram accept it. Like you're at that point now. And like the stuff that's happening on on TikTok is really exciting. And I think posting our first few TikToks was more fun than posting my very first Instagram post, and I really thought that was a lot of fun. The only reason why I say that is because I love making videos. So there's nothing more fun than posting a picture of my art than making a whole video about our art. So that's the reason why I'm just very, very particular and very biased towards visual, especially moving images. So when I saw that TikTok has a language, and I saw it and I was like, oh, we could speak that language, and not only that, we can like add stuff on top. We could shoot it like this. We could shoot art videos like that. We can make these types of transitions. And all of a sudden, I had that fervor of posting and creating that I used to have on Instagram, but now that I have on TikTok, I can basically do the thing where I hold a button and then tell a story, pause and edit in real time, and then keep telling the story of what you're drawing or what we're doing in the day or something really funny. It's just really exciting. And I don't know. It doesn't, like, whatever strokes your fancy at the end of the day, but it seems as though TikTok is where it's at right now.
Yeah. For me, I don't really have a preference because I see both as just a tool. I think it's wrong to think that like Instagram is better, which is what a lot of people still think, because it's more established and it's more, in a lot of ways, like professional, I guess. But like people used to like poo-poo Instagram too back in the day when we thought it was just like a food photo app. And the thing about like which is better is kind of like an unfair argument, because I think it's very obvious how to take advantage of Instagram for your business, or if you are an influencer, or if you are a business. But it's not as obvious on TikTok because simply because it's newer, you're free to experiment. It's encouraged to experiment. Who cares if like a video flops or whatever? A lot of people have, like we've seen, as TikTok becomes more normalized and like celebrities come on the app and people's friends / bosses / coworkers get on the app and they're like, please go away. This is my place to finally be able to be myself. But the thing about like a new app is like, just because it's new, like we're all opposed to change and we all like don't want to figure out another app. But it's up to you to figure out how to use TikTok in a way that benefits your business, and to make, like, any TikTok marketer person will tell you, like, this is how you gain followers. But no one has, like, a very clear, like, plan for how you actually make money on TikTok. So that that one debate was a little bit, like, I had to, like, talk out of my ass a little bit. Because like TikTok, it's not clear. You have to figure it out. And I remember we did an Instagram takeover for DesignerCon, and we went live and we were talking a lot about TikTok and why we were on it and why we would recommend any artists listening right now to get on TikTok. And someone was like, isn't it like Instagram stories? Why should I get on TikTok? How do you take advantage of it? And I was like, do you post like I post on Instagram? Most likely not. You probably post different kind of content. You probably have a different Instagram strategy than me, because you're just a different person, different business than me. And it's just like, figure it out. You figured out how to use Instagram. It's the same thing, except TikTok has such a better algorithm and better reach, but because it's not as clear on how to utilize it, it's just like, I don't know, figure it out. That's what we are trying to do right now. And I think we've really taken, we've kind of figured it out, and we've used Gary Vee as a little bit of like a roadmap on how to take advantage of it. It's not so much like getting followers on TikTok. It's more like translating the followers into followers on other apps that are more established. And it's good practice.
Yeah. It's been a fun little puzzle that we're trying to solve. Because the hardest thing to do is call to action, and especially getting other people to get on other apps, especially on a website. So we've been paying very close attention to that. And it's been really fun and exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed that podcast and that debate. Leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. What you think, who won, what you think is better, Instagram or TikTok, or share your your memories about old Instagram or Musical.ly even.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Yeah, and if you want to support us, we have merch. I am currently wearing the Fight shirt, which is almost out of stock, I think, for a lot of sizes, and we're not going to be restocking. So if you want to support us and buy our merch, probably buy it now before it's gone forever. So yeah, check out our merch at honeyandabsinthe.com to support this podcast and this YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Honey and Absinthe as well. So
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll see you in the next one.
See you next one.